Hello everybody, here we are today talking about the Winnipeg Jets and the fact they are in trouble in the first round. So before we start talking about that, please make sure to subscribe if you're new to me or hockey, whatever the case may be. That being said, let's get on into it. So the Winnipeg Jets are in a state of free fall in the first round, which is a little bit surprising considering the fact that they had a really good regular season and they are playing the Colorado Avalanche, a team that most people would probably be afraid of. But over the course of the regular season, they met them on multiple occasions, especially with them being in their division. They got to see them 3 times. They went undefeated in all 3 games and had 2 games where they were able to blow them out. However, ever since their Game 1 victory to the Avs where they won 7-6, they've lost 3 in a row and are now down 3-1 in the series on the brink of elimination. Looking at this, so many things have gone wrong. They've been outscored 13-5 in these games, and that's excluding the empty net goals, so things could be even worse. You're looking at the fact, too, that they have allowed the Avs to go 6 for 15 on the power play and have only failed to score once in this time, and see where a lot of the danger could be coming from. And the problem is, too, Connor Hellebuyck, a player that you expected to be able to be that stability to provide that that anchor and net, has not really been able to do that, as his save percentage over the course of the playoffs in this first round is .870. He has not had a single game where he's posted a save percentage above .900, and in every single game he's allowed 4 goals or more, and it is frustrating for a guy that was a Vezina contender, or is, and a team that was known for being able to limit goals. I'm going to be honest here, it's not completely all on Connor. The PK has not been completely his fault, as they're getting a lot of chances. In 5-on-5 numbers don't look great. If we're being honest here, the Avs stars are coming out to play as they have 6 players averaging over a point per game in this series already, and it's just incredible. Cale Makar is leading the way at the moment, I do believe, but you're seeing players that aren't even necessarily stars by the league standard, but guys like Casey Middlestat and Arturi Lehkonen, people that they've brought over from other teams to be able to have an impact. We talked about Middlestat in the season preview, or the series preview I should say, and how we could have a big factor here. Looking in as well, you know that there's going to be other guys like Nichushkin and guys like McKinnon. They're going to be a problem, and it seems like a lot of these players are just being able to go out there and feast at the moment, and that doesn't even factor in that Alexander Georgiev has been able to turn play around as of these past 3 games. And Georgiev, who had such an up and down season, there was talk, especially by me, about whether or not he was going to have a short leash early on in the playoffs. Had a really bad Game 1, has 3 wins, 5 goals against, and a .938 save percentage over his past 3 games, and is probably looking to be that goalie that is going to start for them and win this series when you really didn't expect that heading into it. And more bad news in terms of how much in trouble they are. They only have a 9.5% chance of winning, according to MoneyPuck.com. I got to be honest here, it does look pretty grim. Watching the game yesterday, it's just so evident that the Colorado players and the speed and their ability to win back the puck is right there. And we knew Colorado was a fast team, especially with a guy like Nathan McKinnon being on this team, but they just look so much more hungry, and they look like they're able to win the puck back so fast. They're able to just get up the ice so quickly and create so many opportunities. And if I'm being honest, watching yesterday's game especially, it looked like it was men versus boys, as the Avs have been there and they've done that before, and they are hungry for that championship, whereas Winnipeg has got players that have been there and done that before too, but they've got some older guys that aren't really producing the way you're hoping, and they took a lot of penalties, looked like they were getting frustrated, and this Avalanche team has been able to steamroll them as of late, as they are building up for a potential Game 5 win. And I'm going to say something that might make some people angry, but that's alright if it does. Out of all the teams that are down 3-1 right now in the series in the first round, I think that the Jets are the least likely to come back and win it, or possibly be knocked out in Game 5. Yes, you have the Kings that look like they're probably going to be knocked out in potentially 5 games against the Oilers. You have some other matchups too, Florida against Tampa Bay, all these series that you could say, oh, it looks like these teams are going to win. I do agree. And even the Toronto-Boston series, I really do think that one could end early as well. It just seems like this series is going to be more of a problem if there is a collapse or they lose in 5 games. I feel like for whatever reason, just with the way Toronto is and their fan base, and the fact that Marner could be playing his last game, the fact that Matthews does not look like he's going to play in Game 5, and you had all that dysfunction from their Game 4 in Toronto, they would go out there and be the type to win it in Game 5 just to lose it in Game 6. Whereas Colorado, if you saw this team going in how they played recently, you would say they're going to get the job done in Winnipeg, which of course would be very frustrating for the Jets to lose at home. And in terms of a series comeback, I don't especially see it because of the fact that the Avs have been able to score so many goals, and they've been able to do it in so many ways with so many different players. Georgiev may go out there and have a bad game, but they've been able to score 5, 6, 7 goals. I wouldn't be surprised if they said, we're going to go out there and try to score 10. At the moment, they have got to figure it out. Bonus, of course, being part of that in trying to get things situated defensively, not take dumb penalties, because this Avs team has been able to punish them and try to not let the Avs go out and get a heater going where they get out to an early lead. I don't think that they're going to win this series, but if they can push it to Game 6, maybe you can get a Game 7. Either way, though, I really do think that this is the series that is done. And Winnipeg fans, I would say if you want to sell your tickets for Game 5 to somebody else that wants to go, you can save yourself some of the heartache and some of the money, maybe get a little bit of that money back. I don't know. I'm not trying to be harsh here because, again, I picked the Jets in 7, but it does seem like the Avs are just on a mission. And Winnipeg is the team, unfortunately, in the first round that has to deal with it. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this series? Do you think that the Avalanche are going to lose this and Winnipeg will miraculously come back and win it in Game 7? How does all this work? How do they make that happen? What adjustments do they need to make? What could happen with Colorado that would allow them to do that? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. And Eagle of Hockey, alright. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.